Ebusia for a Kofi Kanchuma CTV so any and then and some Ebabe Sum if a prophet Telvin Adjei Sowah honum and they the Ebabe Sum. Yet to aba awie, the two abawie and some bebre and a free maba. A bini on my 2028 on Boka Kosi a kind and my NDC American MP that mean you na and then Sass of Ponway or the Abet trouble plain say a young. Esi edin ketia aye nyina na drona empem the first panel for the general mosquito and there ono chairman ebusafo ono no ye the real deal in the NDC just 2028 ono ye the real deal ebusafo real deal na obukako gina no ehun ensem ho ehun akade wo ho asanso bobobobo edin binum a eye owura Kennedy ohine Japan a ono so owo MPP amanyuku abobodi ache enwoma bi Emma Ibrahim Mahama John Dramani Mahama Nunia and so edini ababe piem emikofo binum so edi ababe piem there e wo so mo ye enyoma bebre busia ya nse wo CTV mufa chem Kofi Kanchuma CTV ni ye bekọ na akwaje asem nyina emunchim ye ba na de aka ababe to amuso ye nkwenye asem munchim
to the 8 years and concluded because in that time in 2027 March there's going to be an agreement and an arrangement in court and certain things will be adjusted. And then when those things are adjusted, he will be placed on to continue the journey. But then in the main branch of time that I'm looking at, he will run for presidency. In 2 years' time, he will have no vice president, and then he will conclude the election in 4 years.
And some no can they say Anna you're confused.
It is established.
First branch of time, no. Or running for 2028. But after 2 years, no, he has no vice president.
No, that one he will continue with his vice president.
Okay.
And complete his time.
Okay.
Yes. The one that is running
from 2028, as I'm near king.
Yeah, to 2028. So we're running for when he's running in the timeline is 2 branches. Let me break it down again.
Okay.
The first branch of time, he will run for the presidency, close the presidency at the 4 years then. Which is 2028 is done.
Okay.
It's done for. There is no going forward and everything.
Okay.
The one it will extend to 2020 this thing for the extra 4 years after 2028, which is going to run.
Yeah.
Is going to run, and in that time, that's the main branch of time itself. He will go, and in 2 years from now, as I speak to you right now, 2 years specifically from now, I'm not drank tea this morning. 2 years specifically from now, he will be able to run for the presidency. But before he will run for 2028, 2027, he will have no vice president.
Hey, 2028 now, or running nowhere near, or be maintaining the vice president.
He will have none. There is no vice president.
So for me, if he ever said 2028, from Cecilia copying 2028, we are running with Prof. J. Nana.
Yes, let me give you a speech. There's a nice speech. I'm hearing it in time.
Okay.
You know, time when you move through time, you're looking at what is happening in real life. Unless you try to tamper with it. I'm not tampering with anything now. Now, unless I have to, but I don't have to, so I'm not. Now, in time, I am looking at a speech being given with a heartfelt, how do you call it? Heartfelt, not condolence. It's the way he said it. It's with a strong heart or deep heart. Something I want to express my condolence to the family of this and and in the situation. But unfortunately, I couldn't finish the speech. Left the stage.
Why speech, Nana? Oh man,
that one. When we get there, I'll tell you exactly what it is all about. Yeah.
And you say from 2029,
Echo. No, not 2029.
Within
2 years from now.
2027.
Yes.
Okay. I'm interested in after 2028. No. And what I will say from 2029, Echo no. Or contest here, what will happen?
He will not have, once you realize he's not having a vice president, he will contest. Every prophecy that we give here comes with a key. The key is what unlocks the structure of the prophecy. The prophecy is that for him to contend for the 8 years within the timeline, he doesn't have any control over it. He will have no vice president. And then he will complete the 8 years and then continue. He will complete the 4 years and continue to the 8th year.
Why not orchestrate this, man?
It's already set in time.
When they set it?
It is a timeline event. It's an amazing thing. We can tamper with it, but then it's already been set from before the foundations of the earth. Yeah.
Say, vice president also resigning way.
If she resigns, she falls into the same category. I can't break it down to you. Yes, I don't have utterance to tell you exactly the details, but we'll break it down. But we can temper with on some few things, but I don't want to
but number 2.
Number 2, we'll proceed further to the next stage of operation in the divine structure of what God has set. Now, number 2, I will see something that is happening. I'm looking at it vividly in clarity. These ones are the things that we are supposed to adjust very quick, very fast. As I'm saying it, you understand? Now, well, as you're looking at the timeline for the years of election, by 2028, as me and you are sitting down here, you're going to enjoy the country in ways you cannot imagine. Because things are going to change financially for the country, and then in terms of certain developments that is going to pop up. Certain things are going to happen. That's the second thing I want to tell you. Say, things are going to change for the better. But then the only group of people that were causing the problem were those that are afraid the president will run for the 8 years term. So they'll start trying to sabotage him. And when the sabotage begins, even you realize that the country, something is happening. It's 2 people that are ruling the country, the party and the president.
Say, you know, 2028, no?
Yes.
Rudwana can say, Ebia, chief of staff in Ebeko.
No, it will not make it. He shouldn't waste his time. The timeline is already set. He has a claim.
In 2028?
Yeah, there are only 2 people that are capable of becoming president in that timeline.
Okay.
I only know who the president is, but then you understand what I mean. As Baumia said, you have to leave the best for them, the best one for the last, As the Sudzu said, do not divulge the weapons of victory beforehand. When I come with the weapons of victory, I come with time, date, hour, minute, every detail. And this time, 3 years ago, it was time and date and things. Last year, it was time and date and everything. This year, description of clothes, view, face, every detail. Name, mother's name, father's name, whoever it is. To the last dot.
I'm interested. And no, that's it. And some Papa can name Wodu. Orange Julius Debra Obe contesting.
Oh, he will try to, make that foundation, but then he will draw.
General Mosquito's way.
He's the main thing.
I said, Mamba.
But then notwithstanding, there's one amazing thing. When him say in time, I saw something happening strangely in time. Said the MPP party, there is also another person that has formed another party out of the party.
Hey, we need 4 years and
2028 election. And I was amazed. I was like, what are these people doing to the party?
As you know, the Alan, I know.
Yes. The return of Alan is in 2027.
He will come back to MPP.
Yes, they'll drag him back.
To lead the party.
But it's not going to work. That's it. News flash. The same angle in October.
And all kinds of power. Alan will come back in 2027.
Yes. They'll drag him back. They'll pull him everything, communication, every structure and every other thing. But then it won't work at the end of the day. It will work perfectly from the beginning. But then almost to the election again, in October, the thing will fail. But that was the biggest track and movement and every other thing. And then they would disappoint Kennedy Japan because he'll be winning the election, and all of a sudden for the primaries, and all of a sudden Baumia would divide him into pieces very quick, very fast. And that's the strangest thing that is going to happen in time. So that one is another thing. But then, as I said, the timeline is already set. I've still mapped the 16 years of NDC in power. So whoever is brought is not going to mean anything.
Okay, say they will try to give Dr. Baumia a female vice presidential candidate.
Yes. When we get there in Harvard Trans, I'll break it down to you.
A lawyer dress of one. Because I say you say or call radio tour. Can the bush asem? Oh yeah, no. Say or no.
Not at all. Dabi.
Baumia mfano.
Dabi.
And why you in the one kasasano?
So that's what is going to happen. There's going to be another division there at that angle. The election in 2028 is a very, very funny business. I call it monkey business. NDC has the president Mama and the NDC party dragging for the presidential seat. MPP have 3 individuals dragging for the presidential seat for their flag bearership. And at the end of the day, all those people that are dragging at the right side there, none of them will go. But then the NDC people will push towards it. Julius Deborah has fallen off. We have Asidun Kitia. Now as I speak to you, now as I speak to you, right now, there's only one person that is standing in front of the presidential seat. His name is Asidun Kitia, the General Mosquito. Yes, is the person that has the claim of the presidential seat in Ghana. Yes, the ultimate one. But then, behind the seat in time, which is not a viewership of the seat. When I use the word behind the seat in time, what I am saying is that if he's standing in front of it, somebody is standing at the other side, they are contending. The only person is looking at his name is the one that will become the president. Can't tell you his name. But then,
within NDC now.
Within NDC, don't worry. The next president now becomes the president in 2028. You understand? Once you see the vice president is gone, know that Mama is 8 years.
Nipa na obeto aso after President Mama no. Ofri region ben.
Nipa na obeto aso after President Mama. But I've not converged the timeline. So we are still holding on to Mama for 8 years. And one thing that is going to happen in time is Alan and Baumia. Alan and Kennedy Japan. They will shake the whole country. You in your head, you would even think, say, Ken will become president, he will win the primaries. But then magic, last minute, during the primaries, don't know where Baumia's results are coming from. Boom. Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia, flag bearer of the MPP again, opposition, 4 years.
Dr. Baumia.
That's not what I'm saying. You are the one.
Wow. What raises major points were
okay.
About Alan Cash. Any Kennedy Japan before me alliance.
Yes. Very alliance in September.
This year?
Not this year.
Okay, after some primaries, no. Okay. And then Dr. Baumianso, any Kennedy Japan elections na contest na Ken Belidi, but all of a sudden,
he will win. Ken has won. They've raised up his hand. Everywhere like, oh, Ken. They are surprised, Ken. 11 p.m. I'm giving you time. 11 p.m. 11:45 there about 11 p.m. there about. By the time you realize somewhere around 11 p.m. there about some funny game is going on, funny business, monkey business is going on. That's the end. Baumia comes up. Baumia he has won like thousands, hundreds of thousands. He has won them like Bribo very far. I don't know whether they banned Ken's result or however they did it. But it's a very
just on my counter, friends, votes near the Adena, all leading now.
Oh, yeah, it will just surprise everybody like magic. Boom, all of a sudden he has lost. And then they come back to opposition again. And then, you know, they play the role again until the next 4 years again. 2032. On the hill.
On the hill, no. So this time, what will happen to Baumia? Bekwa Hill, no, so because now, I say, we capture party, no. Ken Wakako for me alliance with Alan. At the end of Baumia so free people, no.
When we get there, I'll tell you about Miaka, you know. Or say, do not divulge the weapons of victory beforehand. So I'll keep that one.